Alright, guys, it is Monday, January 31st, 2022 at 2:17 p.m. Alright, January is ending, February is right around the corner. Alright, let's take a look at dailyverses.net verse of the day. It says, "For every house is built by someone, but God is the builder of everything." Hebrews 3:4. Alright, let's start with SpaceX rocket booster to crash into the moon, leaving crater, space experts say. It says a rogue rocket booster could collide with the moon in the next few weeks, according to space experts, an event that could leave a crater in the far side of the moon. It says the SpaceX Falcon rocket stage was used in the 2015 to launch the U.S. Deep Space Climate Observatory that has been floating around in the outer part of the Earth-Moon system ever since. Bill Gray, the independent researcher focused on orbital dynamics, who was the first to publicize the imminent collision, said by his calculations the rocket would hit the moon a bit north of its equator within a minute of 7:26 a.m. on March 4th. The way the object is moving makes it difficult to pinpoint the exact location, he added, although it is likely to change only by a few kilometers. So we have that possibility of a rocket smashing into the moon. Alright, next we have Farming Insider warns the coming food shortages are going to be far worse than we're being told. The information that I'm about to share with you is extremely alarming, but I have always endeavored to never sugarcoat things for my readers. Right now, there are shortages of certain items in grocery stores across the United States, and food supplies have gotten very tight all around the globe. I have repeatedly warned that this is just the beginning, but I didn't realize how dire things have gotten until I received an email from a farming insider that I have corresponded with over the years. I asked him if I could publicly share some of the information that he was sharing with me, and he said that would be okay as long as he kept his name out of it. According to the Farmer Insider, dramatically increased costs for fertilizer will make it impossible for many farmers to profitably plant corn this year. The following is an excerpt from an email that he recently sent me. Things for 2022 are interesting and scary. Input costs for things like fertilizer, liquid nitrogen, and seeds are like triple and quadruple the old prices. It will not be profitable to plant this year. Let me repeat, the economics will not work. Our plan is to drop about 700 acres of corn off and convert to soybeans. They use less fertilizer and also have chicken manure from that operation. Guess what? We are not the only ones with those plans. Already there's a shortage of soybean seeds, so we will see how that will work out. The way I see it, there will be a major grain shortage later in the year, especially with corn. I mean, we are small with that. What about these people in the Midwest who have 10,000 acres of corn? This will not be good. Once I received that message, I wrote back to him with some questions that I had. In response, he expanded on his comments in a subsequent email. As for the farming, I see it getting bad. Things like fertilizer and liquid nitrogen have tripled and quadrupled in price. Yes, commodity prices are up, but the certainty won't cover the new increased input costs. We are in North Carolina, so we certainly not in the Midwest. We still grow grain. The Midwest, of course, will have the same higher input costs as well. Corn, for example, typically takes about 600 pounds of fertilizer per acre, plus 50 gallons of liquid nitrogen. Times by that many acres, and that's a lot of money. Soybeans take much less. The plan for us and most others around here is to drastically cut corn acres to switch to soybeans. Problem is, there's apparently a soybean seed shortage because others have this plan as well. So, as the way they see it, corn shortage will come. I guess there could possibly be a glut of soybeans, but remember that I could depend on seeds being available. I guess there are many other alternatives, maybe milo, oats, and barley. Of course, the corn market is much larger. Think animal feed and ethanol. I mean, for animals, soybeans are used, but it's a mix. What happens to the animal producers who depend on reasonably priced corn? I just don't see how it can end well. So that's pretty much one of the snippets from this article about the food shortages becoming worse. I'll leave you guys the link so you guys can look more into it, but it does not look that good for year 2022 when it comes to crops. Alright, next. Meteorologists warn of high impact snow and ice event around Groundhog Day. While millions of people in the Northeast are recovering from the bomb cyclone that dumped feet of snow in several coastal cities, there are new storms that readers should be monitoring that could unleash disruptive weather ranging from snow, ice, and several thunderstorms next week. Meteorologists at BAMX are warning about a potential high impact snow and ice event that may occur around Groundhog Day on Wednesday across the central Rockies and the eastern seaboard. The meteorologists of the highest areas include parts of the northeast Oklahoma, St. Louis, Missouri, Indianapolis, Indiana, Detroit, Michigan, and northern Maine. And here are the areas of possible snowfall. It says Tuesday night, Thursday, the highest threat right in the middle of the country there, and there's threat going all the way down to Texas. It says hints. Says the impending storm could have cold air in place, and there will be heavy bands of snow for specific areas that could receive north of 1 foot of snow. He said the timing and exact snow amounts on metro and by metro basis are still unknown. The potential storm is projected to occur around the anniversary of Groundhog Day blizzard of 2011, a powerful and historic winter storm that have affected parts of the U.S. and Canada. The Chicago metro area was buried in 21 inches of snow, and that blizzard had conditions for days. So heads up from all the way from Texas all the way to the East Coast. There's going to be a possibility of snow, ice, and thunderstorms going across the country on Wednesday and Thursday this week. All right. Next, North Korea launches most powerful missile in years. It says North Korea has fired what is believed to be an intermediate range ballistic missile, which fell into waters near Japan, according to Bloomberg. Crucially, this marked one of the most powerful missile launches in years, and also busiest after Pyongyang conducted successful hypersonic missile tests earlier this month. So we're still getting rocket attacks from North Korea. I'll leave you guys a link to the article so you guys can check that out as well. Alright, also, bacon shortage. The US pork supplies tumble to an 11-year low. Bacon lovers might be in a sizzling surprise as pork supplies in cold storage tumble to an 11-year low as prices rise due to declining hog herds. The latest United States Department of Agriculture pork data in cold storage as of December 1st was approximately 399 million pounds, a drop of 4.1% from a year ago, and now the lowest point since 2010. So pork supplies are at an 11-year low. Alright, guys. Leave you guys that link as well. Alright, next we have the next 5 asteroid approaches from the Jet Propulsion Laboratory of California Institute of Technology from NASA. Alright, the next approaching asteroid is 2022 BP4 with an approximate size of 32 feet, about the size of a bus. The closest Earth approach is 850,000 miles from Earth on January 31st, 2022. The next asteroid is 2022 BD5, about 40 feet in size, about the size of a bus. The closest Earth approach is 872,000 miles from Earth. It will be passing Earth on February 1st, 2022. The next asteroid is 2022 BY, about 68 feet in size, about the size of an airplane. The closest Earth approach is 3,720,000 miles from Earth. It will be passing by on February 2nd, 2022. The next asteroid is 2022 BT4, about the size of 42 feet, about the size of a bus. It will be passing in 1,610,000 miles from Earth. It will be passing on February 3rd, 2022. Then the final asteroid, approximate size 83 feet. The name of the asteroid is 2022 BM5, about the size of an airplane, and the closest Earth approach is 1,630,000 miles from Earth. It will be passing by on February 3rd, 2022. And these are the closest 5 asteroids that will be approaching Earth. The closest will be 2022 BP4, which is only 850,000 miles from Earth. So keep an eye on the sky. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hit like and subscribe for more news. And God bless you guys. See you guys next time.